Okay, so you've done the story challenge, you've done the puzzles. It's now time for maths. Now, maths is all about negative numbers today. Now, you may have seen negative numbers. I certainly have. Negative numbers are one of those things in maths actually is really, really important, so you need to know about them. Here we go. What is a negative number? A negative number is a number that goes below zero. Whoa, Mr. Tang, no, surely zero is the bottom, it's the lowest it can be. No, there are numbers below zero. Those are called negative numbers, such as -2, -5, -19. What real life situations do you see negative numbers being used? Bank accounts, unfortunately. Oh no. Temperature, if it gets really cold, it might go below zero. Elevators, that's right, you can go into the ground basement floors and they're minus numbers. Lovely stuff. Bank accounts is the first one. So how do you think bank accounts use negative numbers? If someone has money in their bank account, it's shown as a regular figure. You know, they've got money. So I've got, in this account, I've got, for example, £15.03. That's my money. You can't take it. Now, just because you don't have money in your account doesn't mean you can't spend money. So bank accounts allow you to spend more than you've actually got. So if I had £15 in my account, I could still buy a teddy bear that costs £20. It would just put me in the negative numbers. Oh no. Any money that you spend that you don't have below zero is money that I now owe the bank. I'm borrowing it from them. This money is called my overdraft and it's represented using negative numbers. So imagine this. If I wanted something that cost £10 and I have no money in my account, I would buy that and I have minus £10 in my account. If you paid £10 back to the bank, where would I be now? That's interesting. Let's have a look on this horizontal number line. This number line goes from 0 to 10, but also backwards from 0. Can you see we go -1, -2, -3, -4. That's how it goes as well. So I was on 0. I bought that book for £10. It took me all the way back to -10. So my bank account now reads -10. That's what's in there. But then I'm going to pay back the bank the £10. Now I'm going to jump back this way. It's +10, so I'm going right. And I'm going to go back to, you guessed it, I'm now back on £0. I've got no money. I spent £10, but I paid them back. Temperature's interesting. How do you think thermometers use negative numbers? Have a think. Think about the colours. 0 is the central point on a thermometer. It's the this is Celsius, by the way. That's the freezing point. The temperature is 0. If it got 7 degrees warmer, where would it be? Well, let's have a look, shall we? I'm here on 0, and it got warmer, so it's going up. We're adding 7. It would take me all the way. Is that working? To 7. I'm now on 7 degrees. That's still pretty cold, but it's all right. But wait a minute. I was on 7. What if out of nowhere it suddenly dropped 10 degrees? It got 10 degrees cooler. So what I now have to do is I have to go 7, take away 10. And you do that by going down 10. You might say, Mr. Tang, I can't do that. You can. You're going to have to go into negative numbers. The answer would be 3 degrees. No, -3 degrees. That's below 0, therefore it's past the freezing point, therefore it's very, very cold indeed. New temperature would read -3 degrees. How to use negative numbers. Now, there's 2 ways I want to recommend today. There's a vertical number line, like you saw just then. I personally prefer the horizontal number line. So if it helps you to draw one on a piece of paper, you can do. It takes 2 seconds. I prefer the one that goes across. That's the horizontal number line. So say if we're doing -3 plus 7. I'm going to start at -3 and I'll jump up 7 times. When I'm adding, I'm going right or up by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The answer is 7. No. The answer is a number you landed on. You landed on 4. So the answer is 4. Mr. Tang, +4? No, you just say 4. If I'm doing 4, take away 5 now, oh, I'm going to go into negative numbers. You start on 4 and you jump back 5. I'm doing taking away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy moly, I'm now into negative numbers and it's -1. Have a go at these, please. Pause the video if you want to. Use your number lines. Have a go and see what you do. And here are your answers. Another example. Now, for really big numbers, it can be quite tricky to do these. So here's what I would do. I would switch them around. Because on a number line, you're not going to do 135 number lines, dots. That's not going to work, is it? So switch the numbers around as your way. So 135, take away 245. Say for argument's sake, I've got £135 in my account, but I decide to buy this really cool jacket. It's £245. I'm going to be in my overdraft. I'm in negative numbers. Here's my cheeky little trick. Turn them around. Do 245, take away 135. And that gives you the answer of 110, but that's not your answer. Part of the trick is you have to make the answer negative. The answer would be -110. Using that method, do you want to have a go on these? So switch it around. For the first one, make it 30, take away 18. And you know the answer is 12. But you make the answer negative. Interesting. And those are your answers. Cool. Before we go into what you have to do today, what the work you're doing, I've got a cheeky little PowerPoint quiz for us to have a go with. Let's see if we have learned anything at all with Mr. Tang on negative numbers. Obviously, I'm not with you, it's tricky, so can you just shout the answer out, please? Negative numbers. Which number is a negative number? Can't see a minus. Can't see a minus. I think it has to be B. Yay, correct. Which number is closest to 0 on a number line? Interesting. I'm going to go with -8 because these are quite big and they're far left in the negatives. Not big, actually, they're quite small. They're very, very, very little because they're past their negative numbers. There we go. Yay. Which is the lowest? Now, some people will say the lowest would be 2 because they think you have positive numbers, but actually in negative numbers, the lowest is going to be -6 because it's all the way in the negatives. -6, yay. Which is the highest. Now again, some people in say year 1 or year 2 we go 9's the highest, yeah, but they're thinking about positive numbers. These are negative numbers. The highest is actually -2. Can you ever think which numbers are in order from lowest to highest? It's C. Because it starts with a negative number, that is the lowest. The positive numbers are higher. Okay, which number is the highest? -8, -3, -9. Again, some people would say it's 9 because 9's really big, but no, that's not 9, that's -9. That's quite a bit in the negatives, actually, -3. What's the difference between -2 and -6? So on your number line, you might want to count from -2 to -6. The difference in between them is 4. If you add 7 to -10, what would the answer be? So perhaps on your number lines, you put your finger on -10, you jump up 7 times. By up, I mean right. The answer is -3. If you add 2 to -7, now I'm adding 2, I'm making it go up. So right on your number line. If you said -9, it's not correct. That would be taking it away, but I'm adding 2. It's going to be -5. Which is the lowest? Again, in negative numbers, it has to be this one here. Which number is higher than -6? -2. The end. The bird with the tie says that we did a great job. Okay, where am I at now? I'm at this one here. Have a go. Can you please download this cheeky little table here and have a go at all 15 questions. If you're not sure, use the number line. Number line for hot and spicy and mega hot should be fine, but for are you nuts, you're going to have to try and use the switching the numbers around method that I taught you just then. Have a go and mark your answers using the answers when you are ready. Good luck.